Agatha Miller grew up in a special place. Her childhood home stood on a hill above the seaside resort of Torquay in the south of Devon. Ashfield, as the house was called, was a substantial Victorian villa set in a garden full of numerous trees. Agatha loved these great trees of the earliest garden she could remember. The big beech tree, the Wellingtonia, the pines, the elms, and the green grass fairy ring by a monkey puzzle, where she played with her hoop. The garden is gone, and Ashfield itself has long since been demolished. But if you walk between the blocks of flats that now occupy its plot, one thing remains the same. There are still distant views of the sea, sometimes with great heaps of storm clouds piled up over Brixham across the bay. Despite all the adventures that were to come, Agatha's family home would remain the most significant place in her life. As an old lady, she came to write the story of her life, which was published as an autobiography. She both begins and ends at Ashfield, and with an image of herself in its garden, a solemn little girl with pale flaxen sausage curls. So it was appropriate that when Agatha, daughter of Frederick and Clara Miller, was born on the 15th of September 1890, the event took place at home. The midwife delivered baby Agatha on a Monday afternoon. She was her 36-year-old mother's third child and seems to have been a delightful afterthought. Clara, really Clarissa, already had a daughter and a son who were respectively 11 and 10. Also present at the birth was Agatha's great-aunt Margaret. As well as being aunt to Agatha's mother, Margaret was also stepmother to her father, which is why the Millers called her Auntie Granny. Yes, this was a complicated family. You have to concentrate to remember who's who, almost as if following the plot of a detective novel. The complicated families often found in Agatha's fiction began life close to home. The Miller family was significant enough for Agatha's arrival to be reported in both the local paper and the London Morning Post. Her father, Frederick Alva Miller, had contributed money to the recent rebuilding of the 800-seat All Saints Church down the hill, where Agatha was baptised. The parish register recorded his rank or profession as gentleman. There were an impressive array of sponsors round the font: the wife of the president of the local hospital, an honourable, and a future viscount.